Hi everyone, I'm Jeff Meyer,
I'm Sara
and this is a video recap for our second class in our Progressive Blues series at Lindy Groove in May 2019. The topic for this month is Blues Connection, where we're really talking about the body mechanics of creating clear, comfortable communication through the connection. Last week we talked a lot about linear stretch and compression. We started off today's class with a recap of that. We had you practice, so just to remind you some of the highlights that we practiced. So we want to, even though we take this step, we're still moving through this step as we compress. We still move through this step as we feel that stretch. Now notice we're very balanced leads here. We know this is the step we're going to be compressing or stretching on.
And
so
we're moving into it until we feel stop. So the lead actually has to be prepared to stop us.
Yeah.
Not the ideal way.
Right, exactly, right. We want the connection. And this is something you need to calibrate in your own arms, your body. You want it to be comfortable, that you don't want it hitting a brick wall either direction. You want the feeling of compression to start like right here, the beginnings of it, but it's very gentle, and then builds up, and that's the end, and then we redirect. Stretch starts here, build up, and then it ends. Another thing, a couple things we mentioned is very subtle things about posturing. So the difference between, for example, on the stretch, the lead's weight being here versus here, right? Where we position our bodies, right? My foot never moved, but where on my foot my weight is, where my posture is.
And with the posture forward, the lead is not ready to catch my stretch.
Yeah, not balanced. Okay? But I'm in a strong position if I stay back on that foot. Same thing on the compression, right? I'm a little bit forward on the foot. I'm in a strong position. Okay. Is there anything else we mentioned on that? I think that's good. And so then we talked about the notion of rotational stretch. So we practiced that out of the parallelogram. So notice what we did here, leads, is we take a rotated step forward. We rotate our hips and our shoulders.
And we rotate with the leads.
And even when we do this, we still want to look at our partners, even though we've rotated our bodies, right? So we're still like, hey, partner. Okay, so here we can feel stretch in both arms. And this is, again, something you need to calibrate depending how far out you let your arms go, right? You want complete control over where the stretch can happen. So we played around with allowing the stretch to mainly happen in that arm, mainly happen in that arm, and then a nice balance between the two. And then we gave you a couple patterns that use this stretch because stretch powers movement. So we gave you this pattern, which we call the wraparound. It's an underarm turn, leads, you step off the line, allow your partner to go straight down the line.
The turn is powered by the stretch, which follows we have to seek out that stretch. But then this hand afterward is just following the follow. It's not changing the flow's direction. And
then leads, you want to catch your partner as soon as they come by. As soon as you see them, they'll wrap into your arm, and you step back onto the line as soon as they're passed. We then gave you a similar pattern that practices this other stretch technique on the other side. Stretch on the other side, free turn into the wraparound on the other side.
And follows, we talked about general turn technique to have we can have our arms like this, and then the lead can easily swoop in and catch us, right? And if we had them down, it would not be so easy. And also, sometimes you can also bring your arm up, but if you ever bring it up, be very careful about this elbow, because if you're not hugging your head, it will be here ready to hit the lead.
And leads, aim to catch your partner on this kind of wraparound pattern low, so that you're not forcing them to elbow you in the face. Okay? So low as in like waist level or slightly above, as opposed to shoulder level. So I think that's it. So go play with this on the dance floor, practice, and see you guys next time.